And there's two phones. Two phones. I got two phones.
I got two phones, one for the plug and one for the load.
Okay, man. So that episode was kind of interesting. We got a lot of questions raised, some stuff clarified that overturned what we thought earlier or what was explained earlier in the show. So one of the things was definitely with Shide's body and what exactly is going on there, with his relationship with HAINE in terms of when they're fighting. How does it work? HAINE also has the power of seeing into the future, and she's relaying that to Shide as they're fighting. So pretty much that's what makes him on the same playing field as Ryunosuke and Hizuru. Now Shide's body has been a matter of question this whole time. Is he a shadow? No, he's a human, but he still uses shadow powers through HAINE, and since he's a hybrid, he's able to I guess manipulate the mud, which is really just a body of corpses, to create this armor around him. Probably also gives him insane speed. I think all the questions for Shide have been answered, and he's probably going to exit the series soon, hopefully in a very satisfying way. Now Ryunosuke and Hizuru, there's some stuff that was revealed this episode that pretty much changed our perception of their relationship and how exactly their dynamic works. So it's not that because Hizuru has Ryunosuke that she can see into the future. It's that when Ryunosuke was, being ejected from HAINE's eye and was being absorbed into Hizuru, there was a distortion in time to where he permanently exists, I guess, 2 seconds in the future. Now, by the end of the episode, it seems like they're in the same time. So it seems like there's some sort of merging going on, or maybe it's temporary. I'm not sure. It's interesting because we didn't technically need that explanation. I don't think anything in the story would have changed much if it had remained the same as before. But hey, why not? So as you can see, after they're kind of in the same timeline, they start brawling, and it didn't really work out because Shide just regenerates like nothing. Which is interesting because he's human, right? And he has armor, but when he's squished into nothing, he's still able to retain his form. So it's not necessarily just armor, it's also affecting his properties, his bodily properties. Now all this happens after HAINE is able to copy Shinpei. Now you're probably wondering, as I was wondering in the episode, when the hell did she do that? The big point of confusion was, how can HAINE use Shinpei's clone, Shadow, in the 8th loop, which is where we're currently at? It's a whole lot of loops, when she copied him in the 3rd loop, which was a long time ago. So it seems like HAINE can inherit copy data, so she actually does get scared by Shinpei and tells all the little monsters to wait, because she senses something inside his pocket, and that something is the shell that we've seen Ushio turn into a bunch of times. Now there's hints in this episode, this being one of them, that Ushio is not actually dead. The other hint being that Mio is, the shadow of Mio rather, is still under, or rather the hacking that Ushio did has not been undone, so she hasn't, reverted back to being HAINE's slave. Even Shide at some points like, when did you end up copying Shinpei? And she has to explain it. So they're saying they're not in Ushio's memories, and then there's a hole in their pseudo loops. Now, what are pseudo loops? I'm assuming... Actually, I have no idea what pseudo loops is, to be honest. Shadow's being used in the 8th loop from the 3rd loop. And there's two phones. Two phones. I got two phones.
I got two phones, one for the plug and one for the load.
But yeah, that was pretty much the episode. We are clearly getting towards the climax of this show. Ryunosuke and Hizuru are able to put up a pretty good fight against Shide. Probably not for long. Probably gonna need everyone to step in. Nezu might hit a cross map snipe, so there's that. Also, I just want to point something out. There was this right here, this moment. Does this you can't probably see the whole thing. Hold on, let me does this not remind you guys of like Tekken or Street Fighter or something? That's pretty much the episode. Hopefully I covered everything I needed to cover. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, hit that sub button, and I will catch you guys next week. We are hitting the 20s of summertime rendering pretty soon. Peace.